It's always a process, and I have to kind of convince myself this is how it is, and it's okay to struggle with food because the struggle is really there. But you don't have to be suffocated and trapped in that struggle. You can give yourself that love and compassion, and that's all you really need. You need to tell yourself that it's okay to be struggling, because shaming yourself for struggle will never get you anywhere, and then you won't be able to go eat delicious food, which I'm about to do right now.
Oh my god, you guys. These fries are so good. I got the sweet basil pesto wrap, rice, tofu, a basil sauce, veggies. Oh my god, like look at this.
It really is worth challenging yourself, I promise. Hello, my favorite people, my warriors. My name is Kelly, I'm 23, and welcome to my recovery diary. Every time I upload a video, I basically update you guys on how my eating disorder recovery is going. I've struggled with anorexia, binge eating disorder, bulimia, huge restriction when it comes to food, anxiety about food, depression as a whole, over-exercising, addiction to fitness, all of that stuff. So a little over 4 months ago, I was with my therapist. I see a therapist every week to help me with my recovery and just life overall. We decided that I really needed to take my recovery more seriously. I was really struggling with food again, and here we are. Sometimes I'll catch myself eating fast, like really fast. And the thing about understanding your tendencies when it comes to having a rocky relationship with food or your body is just observing what you do. The most important thing that I've realized in eating disorder recovery, or just getting to know yourself as a whole and understanding your tendencies, is just to observe yourself. And what I've noticed more so now than ever, I think I put my barrier down to finally see this in myself. At night is usually when I always struggle with overeating and eating really fast. And in my whole lifetime, after I was anorexic at the age of 10, I developed binge eating disorder. Obviously, I didn't know this at all. I didn't even know what binge eating disorder was till I was 21. And I didn't really start figuring it out and trying to move away from the tendency and the behaviors until a lot later in life. I would binge every single night. I would eat until I couldn't breathe. I'd eat until I hated myself so mull. I was so uncomfortable, all I would do was want to sleep. Then I also realized a tendency of mine would be to eat really, really fast. Eating so fast. But why? Why do I feel such a need to rush if I know I'm going to eat all these things if I'm already doing it? Well, the thing with binge eating is that you want to get all that food in before you can even consciously accept that you're doing it. Binge eating for me was such a subconscious effort, such a subconscious behavior, meaning that I'm doing it, but I don't really understand that I'm doing it. I'm doing it, hating myself while I'm doing it. So by eating faster, it makes that time period of that denial and trying to ignore what I'm doing move faster, so I don't have to deal with it at all. Amazing to realize. And that's what I want you guys to understand about recovery, is that it's not a shame or an embarrassment to realize these tendencies about yourself. It is so freeing to just go, oh wow, I do that. How cool. Because when you don't understand it, when you don't know you're doing it, you are going to keep doing that behavior. You're going to keep struggling, and you're going to keep just saying every single day to yourself, why do I keep doing this? Why am I such a failure? Why do I keep binging? Why can't I stop? What is so addictive about it? What am I doing? If we just take a step back to observe ourselves in those moments when a binge is happening, or when you're restricting, or when you're forcing yourself to go to the gym, or when you're having anxiety about going out to eat. In every situation when you're doing something, and the question that I would always ask myself was, why am I doing this? Why am I like this? But I don't think I was actually ever ready to be genuinely curious. I think I would ask myself the question, but I would be so angry and frustrated, and I don't think I was ready to know why. Because it takes a lot of strength, courage, and vulnerability to ask yourself the questions and then actually answer them truthfully. So asking yourself, well, why am I eating so much? Why am I binge eating? The true answer for me, I finally realized anytime that I turn to food for comfort or fulfillment, is, hey, I'm turning to food for comfort and fulfillment, and I'm feeling really lonely or sad or defeated right now. I'm feeling lonely. I feel like I have no choice. This is my coping mechanism, and it just makes me feel good for 1 second. Just being able to be honest with yourself and admit those things to your own self. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to confess to anybody. It's just to you, and what you need to do and what we deserve to do is open our arms, our loving open arms to ourselves, and be accepting and say, hey, that's okay that you struggle with this. Because once we give ourselves permission to just be, we then can find healing. There's absolutely no way we can move away from these behaviors if we're punishing ourselves for having the behavior. Because that self-loathing, that self-hate, that punishment just makes us want to hide away. And when you're feeling defeated, scared, sad, lost, you want to hide away, what do? You hide away with your food. You hide away in the gym. You hide away from people. You don't go out to eat. You don't live your life. You just turn to the things that you know give you a slight piece of comfort and fulfillment. And food doesn't have to play that singular role for us anymore. We don't need to be victims to using just food for comfort and love and acceptance in this world. You have it inside of you. So the first step is to just accept that you have the struggles. Tell yourself it's okay. I'm here for you. You're okay. We're in this together. Talk to your eating disorder. Talk to your struggles. Talk to that part of you that's struggling because it is you. It's not this messed up part of you. It's not a mistake that needs to be fixed. It's a part of you that needs to really find love and comfort. And it can only come from yourself. My biggest takeaway for this video would be to tell you, don't deny yourself of your feelings. They are there. Your rush in eating is there because you don't want to even face that you're struggling with needing food for that comfort. And if you slow down, if we actually took the time to slow down, we could enjoy our food. We could remove the ideas of guilt and shame about eating, because rushing it, eating so fast creates that idea that we're not allowed to be eating right now. We're not allowed to be doing this. It is wrong. It is shameful to be eating. And by rushing it, we are just perpetuating that thought in ourselves. So I know it's so difficult, and it's hard for me too. Sometimes when I notice, I still do it. Like I've done it for 13 years basically, eating so fast and trying to hide away from the fact that I'm even eating. I'm not hiding from other people. I'm not ashamed of other people knowing it's me. It's because my eating disorder, when I developed anorexia at 10, the first idea that I developed in my mind when I was 10 was that eating was almost a sin. Eating was a failure. If you ate, then you're going to gain weight. And all these ideas and threats that I created for myself, even though I'm not anorexic anymore, that stuff sticks with you. It is a seed that was planted in my head, and it rose and it manifested into other eating disorders and other struggles. So if we can acknowledge that and just give love to that struggle, that's all we need. Slow down. Let yourself eat food. Let yourself understand that it's okay to be eating. Accept that you are putting food in your mouth and it is okay to chew it, enjoy it, swallow it, feel it in your stomach. It is okay to eat and feel full. It's okay to be nourished. It's good to feed yourself. There's no shame, there's no guilt, and there's no rush needed to escape from the fact that you know you're eating. It's really, really phenomenal and unbelievable to think about how much goes into the process of eating when you struggle with food in your body, but that's the best part we're learning, is that we are so dynamic and we deserve to understand what's going on with ourselves. And it's not just the analytics, it's not just the logic and the thinking, it's more just feeling. Observe yourself, feel what you're actually feeling on the inside. Don't bury it with food. Just be compassionate towards the fact that it's going to be hard to get to a place where you are nice to yourself about this. Because our relationships with food and our body, we've really struggled to find a healthy relationship with those two things. And we deserve to just be nice to ourselves because it's hard. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this in the video, but I really want to, and I'm clearly trying to show you. On my wrist, I am coming out with another collection of bracelets. You guys have been so crazy awesome with the support for the Warrior collection, and I wanted to create new words and new looks, and I know not everyone loves silver, so here's a sneak peek of what's coming out. Can I focus on this? There we go. And you guys will see more updates on Instagram, and the next YouTube video will be talking about it. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it at all. If it helped at all, please subscribe. There's actually a little button, a bell you can click so you get notifications when I do upload a video, because I know sometimes people's videos don't pop up on my feed and I really don't like that. I love you guys so much, so much. You guys are warriors. I'm so proud of you every single day. We're in this together, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Look out for these!